one fan asked, were you looking into acting?
Yeah, I've acted in the past. So that's definitely something that, I would like to do in the future as well. But at the same time, right now, I'm really just trying to focus on my album. I think that's what the general consensus, what everybody's really wanting right now is they really want me to put some music out there. So I'm definitely gonna get that to them first and foremost, and then if we have time for other things, then we have time for other things.
One fan asked, if you could be invisible for a day, what would you do, and who would you do the activity with?
I could be invisible for a day. Man, that's a good question. If I could be invisible for a day, I don't know if I would be, because there's really nothing that I would do that I would be ashamed of anybody seeing me doing, if that makes sense. It's like, if I'm going to be a total dork and go do something stupid because I think it's funny or fun, like, I don't care if anybody sees it. So, because obviously I don't care. So, I don't know. I don't think there's really any point in being invisible. Like, I don't think God created us to be invisible.
You have tons of fans in Brazil, and they just want you to know that's one of the questions I keep saying. If she knows how many fans she has in Brazil.
It's kind of crazy. Like, and I can always gauge it by, if I post a tweet, like, in Portuguese or something, the retweets and the favorites are, like, upwards in the thousands, and I'm just like, wow, all right. Like, okay, I see where you're all at. So, I really want to go to Brazil one day, and I know a lot of them want to know if I'm ever going to come to Brazil, and I swear I'm going to try to come to Brazil.
Can you speak a little Portuguese?
Not at all. Not at all. But I want to learn, for sure. And I have a good friend that speaks fluent Portuguese, and I'll have her help me on that.
Venezuela wants you to know that they are in love with you, and they want you to come to Venezuela, and asked if you know anything in Spanish.
Oh, Venezuela. I would love to go to Venezuela. I want to go to all these places. No. I took Spanish for like 2 years in high school, and I didn't remember anything. So whenever I go to Venezuela, someone's going to have to teach me. My memory a little bit. Let's see.
One fan asked, what's your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, man. So many. I grew up on a farm, and so one of my favorite memories of, like, living on the farm is we had four-wheelers. That's definitely one of my favorites. It's just growing up on the farm and it being so peaceful and quiet. And
can you describe your warriors in one sentence?
Ooh, sentence. Well, I think I love them too much to put it all in one sentence. Let me think. Okay, we can do it in one sentence, but I have to be able to use a semicolon. So, warriors are a family, semicolon, one tribe, one love.
My next fan question is, where do you shop?
Oh, anywhere and everywhere. So, I don't know.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
People chomping gum. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. Very few things, like, really bug me. And that's just something that, like, I can't take it. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing.
And the last question, I'm going to shout her out because she asked to be shout out, is Lauren XOXO14 asks, Cece, would you ever write a book? If so, what would it be about?
Man. So, a book. I ever write a book, it would be about my journey from a really, really small town in the Midwest, growing up on a farm. Even whenever we moved to another small town in the Midwest. I think I would write a book about, like, my transition of growing up in a place like that. Okay, warriors, so I know you're listening to this. I just want to say that I love you to death, and whenever I get your letters and see your tweets, I see them all. I can't always respond to them, but I want you to know that I love you. You're my family. I appreciate you so much, and I promise you, if you just stick by me, there will be music, and you won't regret waiting. It'll be worth the wait. So stand by me, I'll stand by you, and I love you guys.